Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we have September's book haul. These are going to be all the books that I picked up last month that joined this beautiful horde of books over here. A few of these I've read already, most of them I have not. We'll start off with this. Stephen King's Hansel and Gretel. This just came out last month. Children's book. The artist who did Where the Wild Things Are brought a bunch of Hansel and Gretel artwork that he had done to Stephen King and asked if he would Stephen Kingify the story, right? His whole own take on it. There's a couple little Easter eggs. If you've read a lot of Stephen King or Dark Tower specifically, you'll find some cool Easter eggs in this. Excellent. I thoroughly enjoyed it and very happy to have it in the library. Start here. I picked up a couple CJ Cherryh books. We have Hestia. Let me fix my lighting a bit here. Hestia, CJ Cherryh. If I'm not mistaken, this is like a one-off set in the same world as the Alliance Union. She has two main worlds in her sci-fi that she writes in. The Foreigner series as a whole world in itself, and then you have the Alliance Union universe, which has all of the Down Below Station and the Cytine and all of that other shit. So I was able to pick up this one, real cool. This is a 4-part series right here, which I picked up as well. This might sit in the Alliance Union as well. 4 parts. We have part 1, Gate of Ivrel. Apparently this is one of, like, from what I heard, I think this is a pretty early for her. We got part 2, Well of Shiuan. Cool covers on all of these. The middle two, not the first one or the last one, but the middle two are both yellow spine DAWs. Then we have the conclusion, which is the fattest one by far, Exile's Gate. I'm super excited to read these. That'll be super dope. This was on the TBR, you saw this. I just picked this up last month. The Black Spider by Jeremias Gotthelf. I butchered that. Swiss. I said I thought it was Swiss in my TBR video. I can confirm it is indeed a Swiss writer. It's going along. I've been kind of neglecting reading this the last few days. I'm still only about 25 pages into that. It's pretty good. Nice and folksy. The Letters Killers Club by Sigizmund Krzhizhanovsky. Sigizmund Krzhizhanovsky. I probably butchered that as well. Take a look at that. Super cool. I'm very excited to read it. This one fucking... Okay. Here we go. Last Words from Montmarte. Montmarte? French, I think. By... Oh, geez. Miaojin? This is just like a super... It's an episcopal novel. Much like Dracula would be one that you'd probably know about that. This is literally just a series of letters all about like the aftermath of a breakup between a lesbian couple. It's almost super autobiographical because it is actually what happened to the author, and then before this was finished, the author killed themselves. And this was comprised from the notes. Maybe they just comprised the letters that she wrote. I tried to read this early in the month. I got 5 pages into it, and this is one of the biggest bummers on my shelf. You gotta be in a mood to read that. Here we go. Down Below by Leonora Carrington. Is this fiction or nonfiction? I can't remember even if this is nonfiction. Super stoked. Here we go. The Hearing Trumpet by another one, Leonora Carrington. Oh wow. I didn't actually realize that I bought 2 of these. That's cool. Okay. So I've got 2 books from her. The Hearing Trumpet is apparently a fantasy tale. I think it's a portal fantasy. So yeah, I'm super stoked to see what this one's all about. Apparently it's super fucking weird. There's pictures in it, there's illustrations in it. That's fun. We have, this one's really super exciting. The Store of the Worlds, The Stories of Robert Sheckley. Robert Sheckley is a big name in science fiction and horror and the meeting of science fiction and horror, but I hear there's like a little bit of weird shit. Weird tales type stuff going on, which has me stoked. I don't have it. I would love to get it. Where are they at? I don't know if you guys know about the NESFA Press, New England Science Fiction Association, I believe it is, press, but they do these really nice, big, solid collections. Like, this one is the complete short science fiction of C.M. Kornbluth. Everything that he wrote, by himself at least, is in that. That's not part of this book haul, though. We don't need to say that. We don't need to go over that. Nearly 400 pages of Robert Sheckley. Super stoked about that. I like to read those story collections like nice and slow, kind of wrap them around a bunch of different stuff I'm reading. Big old chunker here. Vladimir, Sorokin, the Ice Trilogy, all 3 of these. There is a meteor that goes down over Russia, and it sparks this whole, I think it's aliens. I think it might be aliens. I think a little bit of Roadside Picnic maybe might happen. There's some like cult aspects. It transforms humanity, I think, in a lot of ways. But yeah, there's 3 books. This is the whole trilogy. I was able to get this. Super stoked about that. I read this one already. The next, we'll get to it. Woman in the Dunes by Kobo Abe. I read this pretty much the second I got it. It's a quick read. It's 240 pages in the book. It's like a 4-hour audio book. I did them together with the audio in my ears and the book in my hand. Super loved it. It was super weird. The surrealism in it was super awesome. Super stoked about that. Next up, a couple more Japanese books. This one here I haven't read, but I'm going to be reading, I think I should be reading it in the next week. We have The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa. This one's a little bit of, I think, Philip K. Dick going on. Maybe a little bit of H.G. Wells. A lot of H.G. Wells going on. A bit prescient and a bit fitting for today's day and age. With the political everything going on right now. This is going to be super interesting to read this upcoming week. We have Osamu Dazai's No Longer Human. I picked this one up. I read it. I loved it. I really, really loved it. This one makes me think so much of like a Japanese Anna Kavan. If you know Anna Kavan, you would know her from like the book Ice that she wrote. It's her most famous book that she wrote right before she died in 1968. Well, it got published, whatever, we could talk about that later. This makes me think a lot about that. Isolation and depression and mounting antisocial personality, just impounding and just big mental illness stuff and loneliness. Okay, Children of Memory by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I needed to buy this. This is the third book in the series after... Oh god. After Children of Memory and Children of Ruin. This is the final and third installment in that. I haven't read any of the first two yet. I have all three of these books on Audible, so I'm probably going to be... I think in the beginning of the year I'll be getting to these and just knock out that trilogy. I picked this up, Flowers of Mold by Seong-Nan. Korean short stories of the weird and the fucked up variety. I picked this up because it was a book club pick for Life on Books. There we go, I believe it was. These guys, super nice guys over there. I had to pick it up. I typically agree with them on everything that they like, and I'm super stoked to eventually read that. I didn't join the book club on that, but I did get the book, so I'm gonna enjoy it. The Beautiful, and last up, The Beautiful Thing That Awaits Us All, stories by Laird Baron. Weird stories. This man is... He's essentially considered the modern Harlan Ellison. And I think I can agree with a lot of that now that I'm about 60% into Harlan Ellison's greatest hits right now. There was a lot of that in this. I read the first 3 stories in this and annotated them a little bit even, so I was trying to pay attention. But it's kind of a hard sell. They're very mean. They've got a lot of grit to them that is new to me. I'm used to a lot of grit, but there's a lot of... It's different with these guys. So, enough of that. Alright, those are the books that I bought this month. And let me know what you guys bought this month. Alright guys, cheers.